10 months ago, the audacious terror attacks on Mumbai put the Maharashtra government on notice. Reacting to the public outrage and anger, Chief Minister Vilasrao Deshmukh and Deputy Chief Minister R.R. Patil were asked to step down. This man, the low-profile and urbane Ashok Chavan, was picked as the new face of government. As Maharashtra goes to the polls on October 13th, the question is, will the incumbent Congress-led Democratic Front government pull off a third consecutive term in office? And more critically, what does it have to offer by way of a vision for this once preeminent state? Our guest today on Beautiful People, Chief Minister of Maharashtra Ashok Chavan, should have some answers. Ashok Chavan, thank you very much for talking to CNBC TV 18. We are yet to see the manifesto at the time of recording this of the Democratic Front government. What is it that you feel should be the compelling reason that the people of Maharashtra should vote your government back?
At past 5 years' performance, I feel we have done our level best to see that the Maharashtra government delivers what we had promised to the people. Infrastructure, throughout Maharashtra, we have taken several initiatives. Things have gone a long way, and yet the four laning of the highways, the infrastructural development in cities like Mumbai has been the focus, helped by the government of India and the state government for developing industrial...
So you're saying it's the development plank that is what should attract people back to this government?
Of Maharashtra, which is a prime state in the country, and making it globally competitive is what the vision of Maharashtra has been. Our government has the vision. We have done for that, and we are yet to do a lot for the coming future. So what we have achieved is before the people, and what we want to do is continue the same pace of development in the next 5 years.
A lot has been done, Ashok Chavan, and yet when you refer to the, India Today's recent state of state surveys, it's sad for somebody who lives in Maharashtra to see that the state is at number 8 when it comes to a whole host of parameters, and states like Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Haryana even have superseded Maharashtra when it comes to primary health, to education, to infrastructure, to investment climate, to law and order. Why do you think this is the case?
No, I don't fully agree with whatever surveys have been shown by some magazines. I think industry-wise, we have done the level best. If you compare the report of the Reserve Bank of India, which has been recently published, Maharashtra still stands the #1 state as far as the investment is concerned, whether it be foreign direct investment coming into this country, whether it be the local investments which industries have done in this country. Maharashtra gains the maximum out of it. Employment generation results which have shown, Maharashtra has resulted into maximum number of employment gained from this industrial development. So investment, industry-wise, we have done our best. Infrastructure-wise, as I have told you, the several projects are...
so you don't accept the findings of this survey?
I don't think they are 100% true. There is a SWOT analysis which has to be done. There are some weaknesses which we have to undertake, and I think farmers' issues we have tackled to some extent. It is a challenge which the government is accepted.
You've just mentioned, according to the RBI, Maharashtra remains the preeminent destination for investment. How would you react if you hear the statement that that is perhaps more because of Maharashtra's legacy status than contemporary governance?
No, I won't agree fully with that. The question is, why do people come to Maharashtra? There are policies which help the... there is a policy. Mega project is our policy which we had got into Maharashtra. People are attracted towards Maharashtra because of the logistics, the advantages which Mumbai has over the rest of the country, the policies made by the government for attracting industries in the backward areas of Maharashtra, and the several one-window clearances which we have done for the bigger projects. I think it is a proactive steps taken by the government, initiatives of the government, and the response by the industry. I won't say that is only because of the government, but also the response from the industrialists. And nobody would like to invest in the state of Maharashtra unless there is potential. Your
father, the late Shankarrao Chavan, he was seen as a great administrator. Would you agree if we said that between those decades and the past 20 years, administration has suffered in Maharashtra?
Those days were the days when we had a one-party government. So naturally, the strength to the office of the Chief Minister was much greater than today because of the coalition politics. Well, there are issues. I don't deny the coalition government has its own limitations. But nevertheless, you see, when with the change in Delhi scenario, The earlier government of India was a different scenario when we had the more dependency on smaller parties, but now Congress emerging more stronger in Delhi. You see the Prime Minister's hands are further strengthened. Similarly, I see more when the seat adjustments, 174 seats contested by the Congress and 14 by the NCP. Results will definitely show that the Congress will get an edge over the other parties. And I see with the change scenario, Maharashtra will be better administered.
If I interpret your statement just now in this way, will you agree that not just coalition politics, your coalition partner should be blamed also for
I'm not blaming any coalition partner. The
deterioration in administration?
No, I said the coalition government has its own limitations. There's a large process of consultations, and things do take time whenever there's a coalition government. So, as you have seen other states also. So, this is it's not a one-party government. The two parties coming together. Neither the Shiv Sena and the BJP. It's not a one party which is fine. It's a coalition between Shiv Sena and BJP.
That's why I said the last 20 years.
Yeah, so the problems have because of the coalition politics. These are the limitations. But nevertheless, I think the understanding between the Congress and the NCP is fairly well. And I think things should be better.
The opposition parties have made this claim. You're saying this in a general way. There is a sense that coalition politics, especially in the past 5 years in the Democratic Front government, has resulted in non-cooperation between NCP and Congress ministers. How do you react to this charge? Where work gets stuck, administration gets stuck.
It is not non-cooperation. It is the portfolio is shared between the two parties. So naturally, the portfolio is held. Therefore, the chief minister has the access to all the portfolios, all the various departments. Not an issue, but decision making is done at the various ministries level, and of course, when the portfolio is directly with the chief minister, then things are different.
There's no point in asking you whether you're disappointed that like in UP and Bihar, the Congress didn't take the confident risk of going it alone in Maharashtra.
You see, I would rather add something more to this, that going alone also would have been possible, but the time was not appropriate. You see, it's a massive state like Maharashtra. There has to be preparation for at least 2 to 3 years. It is a Congress organization at various places. In some districts we have our own strengths. In some districts things are different. So naturally you can't have a combination of bad performance on one part and good performance on the other, and try to weigh the bad and the good. Things are not as rosy as one may feel that you go it alone would be easier. So it is better to have not to take risk.
So you would have preferred a merger rather than going it alone?
The merger was not an idea which came from the NCP, neither they have spoken on merger, so there's no question of me reacting to any such thing. But generally a feeling which was expressed by Shri Digvijay Singh. But the idea is that, Congress one day of course has to emerge stronger. Our idea is to stay with, we do have a coalition partner, but definitely our idea is to say our own units and at district places. We have existence in all the districts of Maharashtra. So wherever we are weaker, there has to be a SWOT analysis, and to strengthen the districts where we are weaker, we ought to take some initiative and see that the Congress revives in those districts. That's very important.
In the past 10 months, there is a feeling that you've managed to boost the morale of the administration. I'm going back to the administration question because at the end of the day, that is really what we seek from government. You've had cabinet meetings in different parts of the state. Is more necessary to be done? Because, for instance, political scientists say that the district collector, that level, the district collector is not empowered. Decisions are being made in Mantralay. Chief Secretary Johnny Joseph is perhaps connected or visits Delhi more often than he makes field visits. These are some statements being made about administration. In this context, do you feel more needs to be done?
Maharashtra has a legacy of having the best administrative setup. There is a good bureaucracy. I think one of the finest states having the best of secretaries and bureaucrats who are working at the government level. It's a teamwork. I think there's a good understanding between the political setup and the bureaucrats in Maharashtra. As you say that one has to have a closer interaction with the bureaucracy. We have to understand their views. Sometimes we see in most of the government's earlier instances when the Shiv Sena BJP was in power, hardly any voice the bureaucrats had. See, decision is ultimately done by the people in the government, the political people who are in the government. But it is our duty to see that what our bureaucrats have to say, and we may agree with them or we may not agree with them. But I think they should be given a fair opportunity to present their views. And in Maharashtra, there's always been a perfect understanding. And wherever we feel that they are doing, they are good, we have already concurred with their views.
But do you think district collectors have been disempowered, that most decisions are being made in Mantralaya?
I don't think. There have been some instances where powers were centralized, but in some during Vilas Rauji and my regime also, we have decentralized some decision making at the district level, and I think things are quite good. But of course, more administrative reforms. Now, right to information was one major decision Maharashtra initiated. We have the divisional commissioners, the collectors, the CEOs of the Zilla Parishads. I think Maharashtra's pattern of administration is well set, and other states have literally picked up what Maharashtra has done earlier. I think, but of course, there is always a scope for further improvement. E-governance is what we have also initiated. A lot of work has been done on several grounds, but there is always a scope for further improvement, and a lot needs to be done in that area.